From the East series to Trails to Tales of to even Final Fantasy and Persona, most modern JRPG franchises are pretty much in one way or another safe, meaning that we don't exactly have any major concerns that we won't see them again. We'll probably see them in the form of a sequel, prequel, or even a remake. But there are three specific series that I want to highlight in this video that I hope get another chance in a full-fledged new release or a sequel. So let's go ahead and jump into my personal three. And starting us off here is the Star Ocean franchise. Guys, I absolutely adore the Star Ocean franchise, warts and all. Now, this game is like the Phoenix. This franchise always disappears only to come back, just to disappear and then to come back. But there's no true continuity or guarantee that we will see the Star Ocean franchise again. Tri-Ace was in a bit of a financial trouble not too long ago, and Square Enix is kind of coy / quiet on where the direction of the Star Ocean franchise is actually going. The biggest glimmer of hope that we had was that the game did receive a full-fledged number sequel with Star Ocean 6: The Divine Force. I believe that came out in 2022, and then we had the follow-up with Star Ocean: The Second Story R in 2023, I believe. So the franchise is still alive and it's still breathing, but in a way it's not exactly consistent or clear if the franchise will continue. Star Ocean: The Second Story R was a phenomenally received release. Most critics thought this game was phenomenal. A lot of fans were very happy with the way that it turned out, and I for one was very satisfied with the way that the remake came out. I'm even a big fan of Star Ocean 6. I think the game was a little bit too harshly rated, and while it is rough around the edges, it was a good return to form for the franchise for me. However, with all this being said, there is still no clear confirmation that Star Ocean will continue. We're sort of in this limbo right now, and we really don't know the status of this franchise. I'd be surprised if there is a Star Ocean 6 or if there's another remake in the works, just because we never exactly heard a performance report for Star Ocean: The Second Story R. Now again, critics really enjoyed this game, most fans really enjoyed this game, but we just don't have a clear yes or no when it comes to Star Ocean, and I believe that this franchise deserves another chance. Take notes from the remake, take notes of what not to do, give them a proper budget, and who knows, we may just see one of the best Star Ocean games come out in 2026 and beyond. But for now, let's just continue to hope that the franchise is not dead and that it will get another chance. Next up is my beloved Suikoden series. Now, we are in sort of a revival project for this franchise, and so far I'd say that it's pretty much going well. We have an anime in the works, we have a mobile game coming, and this year saw the release of 1 and 2 HD Remaster, which were highly sought after games in the Suikoden franchise that Konami finally brought out to all of the awaiting fans. Now, this is the question when it comes to Suikoden. It's not exactly completely alive, but it is no longer dead, and we remember what dead feels like for the Suikoden franchise. Try a hiatus all the way from 2006 to basically now. That's how long this franchise was dead. So with all this being said, I truly hope this revival project for the Suikoden franchise actually breathes new life into the franchise, and then we end up with a new game from it. Suikoden is one of those JRPG franchises that deserve to be amongst the current running modern JRPGs just for its unique take on party members and HQ building, and mostly that story. The Suikoden franchise is a franchise that should have never disappeared in the echoes of time. It should have always been around. But unfortunately, it did take a major break and it did take a major hit. But finally, in 2025 and beyond, we are seeing glimmers of hope that there could be a proper Suikoden resurrection at this point. There just needs to be things that hits all the right notes, including the anime. Suikoden Star Leap is very important to this process as well. And I'm just hoping that everything ends up leading us to where we all want to be, and that is Suikoden 6, or heck, maybe even a Suikoden 1 remake, but I do not think they would do something like that. All this to be said, hopefully we are seeing the very beginnings of the modern Suikoden era, and it will bring me so much joy to see these JRPGs back alongside of these modern JRPGs, because this franchise truly deserves it. And some of you are going to look at me sideways. You're going to say, Callie, Eiyuden Chronicle is the spiritual successor to the Suikoden franchise, but I'll raise you this: it absolutely isn't. Eiyuden Chronicle is its own thing, and I believe that it should have its own trajectory. Speaking of that, this will be the only game that I include on this little small list that actually is not old and actually not exactly in jeopardy. But let me explain why I included it. There is no hard confirmation that we will be getting another Eiyuden Chronicle sequel. There has been major talks. I know Yoshitaka Murayama, may he rest in peace, he left scripts, he left all sort of things, but we still need to figure out if Rabbit and Bear have the manpower to make another full-fledged game happen in the same vein as the first game. Now, I want to see this game given another shot, as I feel Eiyuden Chronicle was just getting started. It was very rough around the edges. They have heard the fanfare, they've heard the feedback, they've heard the criticism. I think any potential Eiyuden Chronicle 2 would be absolutely amazing if they implemented some of the feedback and received the criticism that we all had of the first game. I still love how this game tries to stay true to that classic 2D JRPG nature. I love how it is a spiritual successor to the Suikoden series. And as I said in the previous segment, we need more of this. We need more of unique JRPGs and IPs to come out here and try their hand at this wild world of JRPGs. So I would love Eiyuden Chronicle to get a properly quality of life, better story, better mechanics sequel, and then make its mark on the JRPG scene. I truly believe this game had all the makings of something special. It was just missing the secret recipe, the secret sauce, if you will. So I definitely want to see Eiyuden Chronicle come back and give it another shot. So guys, that was just my little small video here, man. I want to see Star Ocean back. I want to see Suikoden back. And I want to give Eiyuden Chronicle another try. Is there any JRPGs out there that you would like to see come back from yesteryear? These games are somewhat modern and they've dipped their toes into the modern pool, but they haven't exactly took a full dive yet. And that's why I made this video, to hopefully bring more attention to these franchises so that they can make a full attempt to swim in the JRPG waters at some point. Thank y'all for watching the video. Like, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.